Welcome to Amit Things. In this video course, learn XAMPP and its concepts. XAMPP is an open source Apache distribution for Windows, Linux, and Mac. It initially released in 2002. It is a web server solution stack package including the Apache Server, the MariaDB, PHP, and Perl. Basically, XAMPP is an acronym of X for cross-platform, A for Apache HTTP Server, M for MariaDB, which is a fork of MySQL, P for PHP, and the last P for Perl. We have covered the following lessons with live running examples. Let's start with the first lesson. In this video, we will see how we can install XAMPP on Windows 10. Firstly, let us see what is XAMPP. XAMPP, you can say a web server solution package because it comes with a package. Why we said that? Because X here stands for cross-platform. I hope you know. If you don't know, then I should tell you that cross-platform means you can run this software on multiple operating systems like Mac, Windows, and Linux. A stands for the Apache Server. With that, M stands for MySQL, which is now MariaDB, or you can say MariaDB, whichever way you want to pronounce. In 2015, the name changed to this from MySQL. P comes for Perl, and the last one comes for PHP. So now this is the package through which, let's say you want to run PHP, you can easily run PHP on XAMPP. With that you can run WordPress, Magento, PrestaShop, Drupal, Joomla, and many other CMSs as well. So now we will first download XAMPP, then we will install XAMPP. After that we will start a server. We will learn how to start a server in XAMPP. Now let's begin with the download. Go to Google, type download XAMPP. That's it. Now click the first link. The apachefriends.org is the official website of XAMPP. Now you can see XAMPP for Windows is available. The current one is 7.1.32, which is for 64-bit. If you want to check the IO system is 64-bit or 32 bits, you can go to Start, type About in Windows 10 and click About your PC. Now you can see device specifications. The installed RAM is 12 GB, device name you can see, and with that you can see that is a 64-bit operating system which is called x64. Now we have checked that this is a 64-bit operating system. Now we will close it. Close the window. Now we will download it. Let's download. Click on download and the download will begin. Now you can see we have successfully downloaded XAMPP. Now double click and let's install XAMPP on Windows 10. Now you can see welcome to the setup wizard. Click on next. So as we saw before that XAMPP is a package, so all of these will get installed in it. Click on next. Now you need to install XAMPP in a folder. So the folder has been created on its own. So we'll click on next. Now click on next again. Now the setup is ready to install on your system, Windows 10. Click on next. Now the installation begins. Now you can see we have successfully installed XAMPP. Now you can see the setup has finished installing XAMPP. If you want to start the control panel to run the server now, you can just go with it, or we can do that later. So we will just click on finish and we will keep it same. Click on finish. Now let's check whether we have installed XAMPP correctly or not. Before that, it is saying that we have installed correctly, and from here we can begin the Apache server. Click on start. Here you can see status change detected, timing is the same, and it's running. So let's say you haven't started control panel, or you forgot that you have started it or not. To see that whether it is working or not, or you have installed XAMPP correctly, go to your browser, click on localhost here. Click on localhost and press enter. Here you can see dashboard is visible. That means we have successfully installed XAMPP on a system. Or you can go to 127.0.0.1 and press enter. That means we have successfully installed XAMPP on localhost. Now we discussed about XAMPP control panel. So you can stop it and we can click on cross. And now to begin with XAMPP, you need to again start the control panel. For that, the easiest way is go to C drive. XAMPP is installed here because if you remember the path we have set was XAMPP folder under C drive. Now we have reached the XAMPP. In that, in the bottom you can see XAMPP control.exe. Double click on it. And now from here as well you can start the Apache. Now click on start here. Here you can see status change detected running. That means we have successfully installed XAMPP. We have successfully started our server in XAMPP with XAMPP control panel, at your right. So in this video we saw how we can install XAMPP on Windows 10. XAMPP, we learned about what is XAMPP, we downloaded, installed, and we have also started a server in XAMPP using XAMPP control panel.
Hello guys, welcome to Amit Things. In this video we will see how we can easily download and install XAMPP on Windows 11. So let's see. At first we will download it, then we will install it. Go to the browser. I am using Chrome, you can use any browser. Type XAMPP. Press enter. On pressing enter you can see the following website is visible, which is the official website for XAMPP. Apache Friends owns XAMPP, which is free and open source. Click on it. You can see XAMPP means X means cross-platform, A for Apache Server, M for MariaDB or MariaDB, P is for PHP and P is for Perl. So this is what we want. Here and you can see XAMPP for Windows is visible for the current PHP version, also for Linux and for Mac. We want for Windows, so I'll just click on here to download. Click on it. Now the download will start. You can see only 161 MB. Wait for few seconds. So guys, you can see it got downloaded. Double click on it to install. Minimize this. Guys, you can see the setup completed. Click on next. You can see guys, it will install, I told you, it will install a server also. MariaDB or MySQL is the same. So it will install program language PHP Perl as well as PHPMyAdmin also. So it's fine. Click on next. It will install under C drive. It's fine. Click on next. XAMPP control panel language, it's English. If you want to change, you can change from here. English is fine with me. Click on next. Next, and the setup will start. Click on next. Ready to install. The installation started. You need to wait for a few seconds. So guys, you can see installation completed. So do you want to start the control panel now? I can uncheck it so that I can tell you later. Click on finish. So we successfully installed XAMPP. To work with XAMPP, we need to go to start and type XAMPP control panel. Here it is. Click on open. Here it is. So guys, in this video we saw how we can easily download and install XAMPP.
Hello guys, welcome to Amit Things. In this video we will see how we can easily download and install XAMPP on macOS. So it's very easy. At first open any browser. I'm opening Chrome. Here in type XAMPP. Press enter. On pressing enter, open the website, the official website apachefriends.org. Here it is. Now click on download. On clicking XAMPP for Windows, XAMPP for Linux and XAMPP for OS X, that means Mac is visible. So here in the current version, the latest version is 8.0.7 PHP. It is for 64-bit, it's fine, 162 MB. I'll click on it to download. So it is a DMG file, click on it to download. The download started. So guys, we downloaded it. Now go to downloads from here. Herein you can see our file is visible. You can just go to show in finder, and here it is. You can see the extension is bs2. You can just right click and rename bs2 to dmg. That's it. Yes, we have changed it. Now we can double click on it. Let's double click and minimize this. Here it is, XAMPP. Double click on it. Open it. Enter the admin password. OK. Now the installation begins. Click on next. Yes, keep the same. Click on next. XAMPP will be installed in application XAMPP. It's fine. Click on next and next. Now you can see it will start installing. Let's minimize this. Click on next to start the setup. It is installing. Minimize this. Now installation started. So guys, herein you can see we have installed XAMPP. Now I'll click on finish. On clicking finish, it will launch. Welcome to XAMPP. Let's minimize this. Herein you can see the installation started. Now I'll go to manage servers. Herein you can see MySQL database. I'll click on start. Allow. It's running now. Now I'll go to Apache web server. I'll click on start here. Now it is also running. Now let's go to server events. You can see it is started at port number 3306. Herein you can see welcome. Let us now click on open application folder. Herein you can see htdocs is visible. So within that we'll be adding our program. Now we will create a new program. Before that guys, you can go to browser. Herein go to localhost and press enter. You can see it is running successfully. Now we'll minimize this and create a new file. So herein guys, we created amit.php. You can right click and open it with any editor. If you have VS Code, it's fine. If you have text editor, it's fine. It won't matter. Click on it. Now guys, we will write a code. Let's add a sample code. So herein I'll add a simple line. Let's increase the font. (18). Now I'll just print a line. Let's say I'll use echo. Echo is used to print a line. Semicolon. First PHP program on XAMPP MacOS. Okay, now I'll go to file and click on save. It's fine now. The name of the file is amit.php and it's under htdocs. Go to localhost here and type. Now here and type the port number. It should be 8080. 3306 was for MySQL. Press enter. So the name of our file was amit.php. Press enter. On pressing enter, you can see we successfully ran our first program, first PHP program on XAMPP macOS. We wrote it here, first PHP program on XAMPP macOS. We just added localhost / the name of the file. That's it. So our file was in application folder, and under htdocs, just like Windows, we created amit.php file and we ran it successfully. You can see here. So guys, in this video we saw how we can easily download and install XAMPP on macOS. We ran the Apache server as well as MySQL. With that, we went to localhost and just typed our new PHP file which we created in our htdocs, just like Windows.
In this video, we will see how we can easily open XAMPP control panel from the XAMPP directory. So herein on start, if I'll type XAMPP, So you can see XAMPP control panel is visible, but let's say it is not visible for you for some reason. So you can still access it. How? Using the XAMPP directory. Go to the directory wherein you installed XAMPP. I installed it under C drive, and you can see I have installed it here. XAMPP. I'll double click. On double click, you can see htdocs folder is visible wherein all the projects are saved. But we want to open XAMPP control panel, so we have an exe file for it. Here it is, XAMPP-control.exe. Double click on it. On double clicking, you can see from herein you can start Apache and MySQL easily. So guys, in this small video we saw how we can open XAMPP control panel from the directory.
Hello guys, welcome to Amit Thinks. In this video, we will see how we can easily run our first program on PHP 8. So PHP 8 released on November 26, 2020. So let's see how we can run it. We will run it using XAMPP on localhost, that is on Windows 10 operating system. So let's see. Herein, let's first see what is PHP. PHP is basically a server-side scripting language that is used to create dynamic web pages, or you can say dynamic website. So the current version is PHP 8, released on 26 November 2020. So the name PHP is like a recursive acronym, that is PHP means PHP hypertext preprocessor. So I told that we'll be using XAMPP. Why? Because XAMPP is a web solution package which will provide us Apache web server. It will also provide us with MySQL, or you can say MariaDB, or yeah. With that, it also provides PHP 8. So XAMPP finally came up with a PHP 8 version. So now we can run PHP 8 on it. So you can see XAMPP X is for cross-platform, that is we can use it on Linux, Mac or Windows. A is for Apache web server. M is for MySQL or MariaDB. P is for PHP, and the second P is for Perl. This is why we are using XAMPP, because it's a web solution package. We can also use VAMP because VAMP is specifically for Windows. But in this video, we'll be using XAMPP. If you want to learn how to run PHP on VAMP on localhost on Windows 10, you can refer the link in the description wherein we have added a video. So guys, let's now download and install XAMPP for PHP. That will install all these on its own, and we will run a basic PHP 8 program. Let's begin. Go to your browser. I am using Chrome. You can use any browser. On Google, just type XAMPP. Press enter. On pressing enter, you can see the official website is visible. That is apachefriends.org is the official website. Click on it. Now on clicking, the official website is visible. You can see XAMPP is Apache, MariaDB, PHP, Perl. This is what I told you before. It is the most popular PHP development environment, free, easy to install, and it contains MariaDB, PHP and Perl. So it's a package. Herein you can see downloads is visible, XAMPP for Windows for PHP 8. Let's click on it to download. We will also add this link in the description so that you can easily download it. So the downloading started on the left. You can see bottom 157 MB. You need to wait for a few seconds for the download to complete. So guys, the downloading completed. You can see XAMPP Windows exe file. Now you can right click here, or you can double click to install. I'll double click. Let's minimize this. Guys, you can see the downloading started. Click on next to begin the setup. Now you can see the package. I told you before, it will install server, programming languages and MySQL. This looks fine. For components, now click on next. Here the installation folder is C XAMPP folder. If you want to install it somewhere else, you can click on this button, which is browse, and you can set the location. But I'll keep the default. Under C drive, XAMPP folder will get created and all the files will get installed there. Now click on next. Language English, yes, you can change the language from here. I'll keep the same and click on next. Now the installation will start. Click on next. Okay, the setup started. You need to wait for a few seconds for the installation to complete. So the setup is complete now. As you can see, you can click on finish. Now let's see the location where we installed XAMPP. We installed it under C drive. Here it is XAMPP, click on it. Let's copy this and paste it here. XAMPP location for a record. Now let's create a new project. Go to htdocs. Now let's create a new project, create a new folder. I'll write Amit project. It's fine now. Double click. So this is our project, our website, you can say. Okay, now what we'll do, I'll just right click and create a new file. Let's say demo dot. I'll just change the extension .php because PHP file has an extension .php. I hope you know. I'll keep the cursor here. Now it will say if you want to change the file name, just click on yes. Now you can see it is a PHP file. Okay, it's written PHP file, under type it's written PHP file. Now let's right click, edit with Notepad++. You can edit with any editor. Now let's write a sample PHP code. I hope you know to run PHP we use this syntax. Close this. Now under PHP you can add any code for sample. Let's say I'll print something. I can use echo or print to output data on screen, but echo is somewhat faster than print, so I'll use echo just for an example. Now let's print something. First PHP 8 program on localhost Windows 10. Now you can also embed HTML in PHP. For that, under this you can add, let's say you can bold this stuff. I'll write sample just for an example, and I'll just go to file and save it. Now what is your file name? It's demo.php. So I'll add the location, file location. This is a PHP file, that is demo.php. You can say PHP file location. Okay, so now we need to run it. For that, first go to start, type XAMPP control panel. Here it is, click on it. We need to start the XAMPP control panel in this way so that we can start the server. So just click on start for Apache in the same row to start the server, because we are using Apache Server to run XAMPP on Windows 10 localhost. I've clicked on start. Status chain detector running, that means we have successfully installed XAMPP. I'll minimize this, go to the browser. On browser type localhost, press enter. If the following is visible, that means welcome to XAMPP. That means you have finally successfully installed XAMPP. Now guys, what we need to do, we need to run our project. So our project directory was Amit project. So herein, just type Amit project in place of dashboard and press enter. So here you can see our file is visible, demo.php, because it was available here under Amit project folder. Just click on it to run. You can see the time also, we just created it. Click on it to run. So guys, here it is, we ran our first PHP program successfully. Here we can add BR tag. Let's add. This looks fine. We can also add, let's say, h1 heading, because we can embed HTML in it. It's fine now. Go to file and save here. Just go to browser and refresh. Okay, there is an error. We forgot the semicolon. It's fine. Now Control S, save. We will refresh again. Here you can see our sample project is running. The same is visible here. First one was heading 1, then a text, then bold tag. Heading 1, text and bold tag. So in this way you can easily run your project. I'll add the sample link, the link here, so that you remember how to run PHP 8 on localhost. So guys, in this video we saw how we can easily run our first PHP 8 program on localhost with XAMPP. We downloaded and installed XAMPP. Then we have set the location for XAMPP project, Amit project. Then we ran it successfully on localhost. So guys, thank you for watching the video. In this video, we will see how we can easily install WordPress on localhost. We will be using XAMPP for this. on localhost. To install WordPress, we'll be using XAMPP. With that, we'll be needing the WordPress.org zip file. That is the WordPress zip file. XAMPP, what is XAMPP? It is a cross-platform web server package. It is having Apache web server. This will be our web server. For database, we'll be using MySQL or MariaDB, which comes under XAMPP. So now let's first install XAMPP. So to install XAMPP, first we will download it. Go to Google and type XAMPP. Here it is. Press enter. Here you can see the first website, the official website of XAMPP, apachefriends.org. Click on it. Now we are installing on Windows, so we will click on XAMPP for Windows. Click on it. Now you can see the download has begun on the left. So guys, now you can see we have successfully downloaded XAMPP 64-bit. Now you need to just double click on it to install. Now you can see the installation has begun for XAMPP. Click on next. Now you can see the following will get installed under XAMPP. I'll click on next again. Location, you can set the location whatever you want, but we are selecting under C drive, so it will get installed under C XAMPP folder. Now I'll click on next. Click next again. If you want to change the language, you can change from here. Now click on next to install. Now you can see setup is now ready. Click on next to install. Here it is, the installation has begun. Guys, now you can see we have successfully completed the XAMPP setup. So here it is written, do you want to start the control panel? Yes, we want to start, but we want to see how we can start it externally. So we will uncheck it and click on finish. Now we will start the XAMPP control panel. Go to start, type XAMPP control panel and click on this. So if you remember, we discussed here that why we need XAMPP for web server and database. So let's begin it. I'll click on start here for Apache and I'll click on start here for MySQL. So here you can see status change detected running for both SQL and XAMPP and Apache. So now we'll minimize this. Both are running successfully. So now we have completed the step 1. Now let's verify the installation of XAMPP. Go to browser and type localhost. On typing localhost, if this is visible, it means you have successfully installed XAMPP. So now what we'll do, we'll create a database so that we can complete the step 1. Here we'll now create a database because we need for WordPress. So for database, you need to click on phpMyAdmin. We'll click on it. Let's say we will create a database, AmitDB. This is the new database. So this is our phpMyAdmin, the MySQL framework. I'll click on new, create a new database. Here you can see add the new database name. I have added AmitDB. Now click on create to create. We have successfully created AmitDB database. You can see here AmitDB. No tables are visible here because we haven't added anything. Now we will link this to WordPress. So we are done with step 1. Now we will go to step 2. We have created a database. We have started Apache. We have started MySQL or MariaDB. Now XAMPP work is finished. So now we will go to WordPress.org to download the official website of WordPress. So let's go. So here it is, WordPress.org. Here get WordPress. Click on get WordPress. This is the official website of WordPress. On clicking, you can see download WordPress 5.5. Click on it to download. A zip file will download. On the left, you can see the download has begun. Now guys, you can see the download is visible here. WordPress, you need to copy this Now you need to link it with XAMPP. Go to the XAMPP directory. If you remember, we installed XAMPP in C drive. Here it is. Go to XAMPP. Under go to htdocs folder, and here create a new folder for a website. Let's say I'll name it Amit Web. Now I'll just paste the zip file here. After pasting, you just need to unzip here, right click, extract here. Now we'll remove this, and this is our file. Move this outwards so that these are our WordPress files. Now this is the link of our website. I'll write it. Here it is. Project name or website name, Amit Web. Oh, this was our directory. So our database name was AmitDB. Okay, so this is what we need for our WordPress. That's it. So now to install, go to localhost on browser and type the name of the project, Amit Web. That's it. Okay, so why we are doing this? Because the name of our website is Amit Web. Here it is. So now we will go to browser. Let's say so guys, I have typed localhost / Amit Web, press enter to begin installation of WordPress. This will link your WordPress with the database as well. Now guys, you can see the setup config has begun. Select the language. I'll go for English and click on continue. Now you can see welcome to WordPress. Before beginning, you should have the database name. We have it. You need to create a database username. You need to have database username, password, host, and table prefix. Now let's click on let's go and see how we will do the changes. Now type the database name. If you remember, our database name was AmitDB because we created it here, AmitDB. We'll type here AmitDB. Since it's a localhost installation, you can type the username as root and keep the password as blank for database. Database host, it should be localhost only, and prefix. So let's say you are having multiple websites with single database. For that, you will be needing different table prefix so that you can easily identify the name of the tables. So we'll keep at WP default. You can set it as W or AK or demo as the table prefix. So I'll type WP underscore only. Right now guys, we have nothing in AmitDB, and now we will see what we can see here after installation. Now just go to submit and click on it. So these were the database connection details. Now you need to run the installation. Now guys, we need to add the information of the website. Let's say the site title, I'll add Amit website, username, let's say Amit 2020, add a password, add a good strong password, and mention the email ID here, Amit at the rate of, let's say I am having an email ID of Amit at the rate of gmail.com. Search engine visibility, discourage search engine. No, I don't want to discourage it. I want the search engines to rank it, index it. Now I'll click on install WordPress. Now guys, here you can see we have successfully installed WordPress. So these were our username and password, the password which we have chosen. Before that, now we can see the changes in the database. Now I'll click on AmitDB, or you can refresh here. I'll click on it, and now you can see we have a lot of tables in a database because we have linked WP WordPress with the database. Here you can see the table prefix we added was WP default. So the table prefix is now WP. So we have successfully installed WordPress. Now click on login. So now add a username and password here, which we have just added before, and click on login. Before login, if you want to see the default website which WordPress default theme created for you, just type localhost / Amit Web and press enter. Here you can see our default website is visible by WordPress. That means we have successfully installed WordPress. You can log in from here also with the same username, email ID or password. The Amit website title is visible because if you remember under site information we added this. So guys, in this video we saw how we can easily install WordPress on localhost in Windows 10. For that we need XAMPP as well as the WordPress zip file. That's it. The project directory where we installed XAMPP was XAMPP. The project folder was XAMPP htdoc. Under htdoc folder Amit Web. Under Amit Web we installed our wordpress.org.zip file from wordpress.org, and we also created AmitDB database using phpMyAdmin. We went to phpMyAdmin and created a database, and after doing everything we just went to browser and typed localhost slash the project name, that is this name here, and the installation began. Now we have a default website. In this video we will see how we can create a new database on XAMPP. So we installed XAMPP. You can see the control panel here. To work with database you need to start the MySQL here by clicking start. We did it on the XAMPP control panel. To reach XAMPP control panel, go to start, type XAMPP control panel. After installing XAMPP, here you can see we just clicked on open and the same is visible here. We started the server and MySQL database. Now to create a new database, go to browser, type localhost first, press enter. You can see on typing localhost, phpMyAdmin is visible, click on it. You can straight away click on localhost slash phpMyAdmin. Here you can see to open phpMyAdmin. Herein you can see all the databases are visible. The default databases on phpMyAdmin are visible here. We want to create a new database. So what we'll do guys, we will just click on new. Now add the database name. I'll mention, let's say the database name is AmitDB. Click on create. On clicking create, you can see AmitDB database is visible. When you'll click on it, nothing will be visible because we haven't added any table or column right now. So you can create a new table, let's say employee table. Columns, let's say we want 3 and go. This will create a new table. We can add fields here. Let's say I'll add EMP ID. Type, I'll keep it as int only. Length values, keep the default. Herein you can add constants if you want. I'll give it as primary key. Next, let's keep it as employee name, EMP name. I'll give it as text. Rest keep as it is. It's fine. Next, I'll add EMP age. This will be in int only. That's it. Rest keep the same. And I'll just click on save here. Herein you can see we created our first table employee with the columns employee ID, employee name, age. Here it is. You can change it from here. You can drop it from here. And when I'll go to AmitDB, you can see we have our employee table here. Click on it. You can see you can edit it from here by clicking edit. So guys, so now we have our AmitDB database. If you want to export the database, click on export. Here it is. You can straight away select the format, and let's say my format I want to export is SQL. I'll select SQL here and click on go. On clicking go, it will download amitdb.sql. This is our database. If you want to import a new database, you can select the file from here. The file format should be in SQL and in compressed form. The same is visible here. You need to compress your database first and you need to just import it here by clicking choose file. After that, you need to just click on go here. In this video, we will see how we can easily export a database from MySQL, that is under XAMPP phpMyAdmin. So let's see how. At first, we installed XAMPP. Go to start. Now let's start XAMPP control panel. Type XAMPP control panel. Here it is. Click on it to open. Now click on start for Apache and start for MySQL because we want both of them. Now you can see both of them started. It's showing status change detected running for both, for Apache and MySQL both. We will minimize this. Now we will go to the browser and type localhost. Here it is guys, press enter. Now it has been started. You can see XAMPP comes with Apache, MariaDB or MariaDB. That means it is the forked version of MySQL, PHP and Perl. It's fine. Go to phpMyAdmin. Now herein all your databases will be visible, MySQL databases. Here it is. So let's say we have our demo database. I'll click on it. Following are the tables of the database. We need to, let's say, export this. Click on export. You can read from here. You are exporting tables from demo database. Herein you can add a template, but I'll keep the same and go for quick, the default one. Format, I want SQL. You can get the database in all these formats. SQL is here. I'll click on go and it will download. Under downloads, you can see demo.sql. Because the database name was demo, so demo.sql is visible. Let's right click and go to show in folder under downloads. Now herein you can see guys, SQL file is visible here. The format demo.sql. This is our file, the backup. So we successfully exported the database. Right click, edit with Notepad++. Herein you can see the entire database is visible and it is written dump. I hope you know dump is you can say a logical backup of a database. So guys, in this video we saw how we can easily export the database and all the tables from MySQL in phpMyAdmin XAMPP. In this video we will see how we can easily import a database in MySQL, that is on XAMPP phpMyAdmin. So it's very easy. We installed XAMPP. With that we got PHP, Apache Server and MySQL database. So guys, here let's first start the XAMPP control panel quickly. I type XAMPP control panel, click on it. Here start the server as well as MySQL because we need to work on the database also. Running for both, it's fine. Minimize, go to the browser. Herein type localhost, press enter. Now everything is visible. You can see MySQL, MariaDB. This is the forked version of MySQL. Go to phpMyAdmin. Herein you can see guys, I need to import, but for that we need to first create a new database. I'll click on new. Let's say I'll give the name as demo. Click on create. That's it. You don't need to add any tables in it. You can see there are no tables because we never added it. So let's say you need to import your current database into this demo one. For that, click on import. From here guys, you need to file to import. You need to add a file here. You need to just click on choose file. But the format here is compressed. That means sql.zip. But our file here on the desktop, which we need to import, is the following. It's in .sql. So as you can see here, I need to add a zip file to it. That is, I need to compress it so that I can easily import it. Minimize, right click, send to compressed. It's fine now. You can see the zip extension is visible here. Here you can see the zip extension. Now I'll just go to choose file and from the desktop I'll just select amitdb1.zip file, click on open. That's it. Rest keep the same and just click on go. Now it will take some time to import. So you can see here guys, import has been successfully finished. 84 queries executed and the name was amitdb1.zip. So under demo, now we have the database amitdb1.zip. These are the tables. All tables are visible. Let's say I'll click on anyone and the following will be visible. I'll click here again. Let's say post and you can see all the tables are visible here. So guys, in this video we saw how we can easily import a database in MySQL using phpMyAdmin XAMPP. Here are all the tables visible. Here is the structure of the database. And now we have a new database with all these tables. So guys, thank you for watching the video. In this video, we will see how we can easily change the port number of MySQL Server in XAMPP. So right now, I am having XAMPP. Let us try to start MySQL. Click on the XAMPP control panel. Here you can see port number 3306 is in use. We can't use it for XAMPP MySQL, so we need to change it. How we can change the port number of MySQL in XAMPP? For that, at first click on config. Here and click on service and port settings. Now MySQL, and you can see, let's change it to 3307. Save it. Now guys, we need to also change the INE file. For that, under MySQL row, click on config. Here my.ini, click on it. Now the INE is visible. We can increase the font here. Go to format, click on font. Let's change it to 14. Okay, now this looks fine. Now wherever port is visible, just change the port number. 3307 here. After password, you can see. Under that, now go to MySQL D and the port number, change it to 3307. And I guess everything is perfect now. Now you just need to save it. So if you don't know that which port number is available, so you can check for open ports. Go to CMD, click on it. Under that, type netstat command -a and press enter. So guys, in this video we saw how we can change the port number of MySQL Server in XAMPP.